I'm not a big fan of Andrew Cuomo. I think everybody pretty much knows that. And this right here is weird because I find myself on his side of the defense when it comes to these allegations, okay? A lot of them stem back from time immemorial, and I like to be ideologically consistent when it comes to these matters. I don't think allegations amount to actual crimes. If you have evidence of actual crimes and this guy is a piece of shit, I would be on your side if there's actual evidence of it, but until there is the proof, I cannot say somebody is guilty of something. And if you want to hit Cuomo on something, if you want to take him out of the governor's mansion in Albany, New York, by all means, use the tools and use the evidence you have available to you. Use the fact that he covered up nearly 2/3 of the deaths in the nursing homes. That is a big enough scandal. Now, why are they running stuff like this? Oh, because it's a lot more salacious, and this stuff will just be able to hit the people that the media are trying to target. That's why there is no talk of any of the COVID nursing home deaths right now. And I think that that is the actual scandal that people should be focusing on. Not a third woman comes forward on Andrew Cuomo. Ooh, Anna Rush, 33, had never met Governor Andrew Cuomo before New York City wedding reception in September 2019. Holy fuck, we're what, 18 months removed from that? Yeah, all of this shit is unsubstantiated, and we've seen countless people on the left, okay, try to take people down who are on the right, or maybe not even on the right. People who just, I don't know, don't bother expressing political opinions, just get taken down for shit just like this, and I don't like to see it happen, okay? Let's get into this bitch's accusation. According to the report, the governor was working the room after toasting the newlyweds, as you do as a charismatic individual. And when he came upon Ruck, whatever, he thanked him for his kind words about her friends. Cuomo put his hand on Rush's bare lower back. Oh my God. Oh, she said in an interview on Monday. When she removed his hand with her own, the report cited Rush recalled the governor remarked that she seemed kind of aggressive and placed his hands on her cheeks. He asked if he could kiss her. What a monster. Because we all know that reception halls are normally quiet places where if you're talking directly to somebody and you wanted to just lean in, did he grab her ass? No. Did he force a kiss on her? No. He even asked loudly enough for a friend standing nearby to hear. This is retarded. This is absolutely retarded. This bitch is the third in line, okay? And what are the other accusations out there? Making a joke saying that we should sit around and play strip poker is a funny motherfucker, and I wish he wasn't a Democrat because this shit might sink him. I've been pretty staunch on this. I don't think that he's going to be going anywhere. I just think that any aspirations for a higher office are probably going to be stuffed, at least for the foreseeable future. And this is all care of Kamala Harris, okay? This has her fingerprints all over it. She wants to squash anybody else that could potentially rise up in 2024, 2028, whenever she wants to take over the party. Who knows? If I'm to just throw this out there, I'm thinking Kamala is just going to try and squash everybody else that's in the field for the next time that she runs for higher office. Like, if she sees the Trump train still rolling on into the future in 2024, if it's going to be Trump at the head of that, I think that she'll probably just allow Joe Biden to seek a second term if he will, and get flattened by that incoming wave of populism that we can all see coming from a mile away. And this time, we also see all of the regulations getting passed in the different state legislatures, so there's not going to be any questions or any concerns going forward into the future. You know what I mean? But we're simulcasting on 2 different networks. That's why you should go back if you guys want to hear me talk about passing different pieces of legislation. It's over on Rumble. It's real great. I liked it. No, she's trying to squash Andrew Cuomo right now. Trying to squash Gavin Newsom right now with all of the different regulations. Well, I'm sorry, not with the regulations, but with all of these old accusations from years gone by. This one's from 2019. And the different staffers from inside the governor's offices, all of those go back years as well. These aren't new. These aren't, he pinned me down like Jodie Foster on a pinball machine. Nothing as concrete as that. It's like, oh, he put his hand on me and I felt so bad. Well, if you're going to start prosecuting all of these different pieces of evidence that's just hearsay and conjecture, why don't we go to the videotapes where we have Joe Biden nostril deep in a fucking 4-year-old scalp? How about that? When's it going to end? But The fact that these were all hidden for so long and then they're popping out just after the election. Yeah, this has Kamala Harris's fingerprints all over everything. That's why she waited so long to leave the Senate, because Gavin Newsom had the right to select the senator that would replace her in her seat, and she had the say on who was going to be coming in and replacing him, and that's why she waited so long until she could get her pick confirmed. She wants to make sure that that is no longer the Democrat Party, that is the Kamala Harris Party, and that is not a winning ticket, okay? And that's why she has to squash every other up-and-comer. But yeah, like I said, all of these accusations are old as shit, okay? New York Governor Andrew Cuomo quickly called for the resignation of Albany lawmakers who were facing sexual or harassment allegations in 2012. And yes, it's an act of hypocrisy if true. And that's a picture of the... If that bitch is 33, she looks awfully good, at least in that horrifically horrified picture that she has right there. Like, okay, a Democrat is a hypocrite. The sky is blue, the grass is green, water's wet, and the sun is hot. What else? Every day ends in Y. What are we doing? Okay? Obviously. Duh. Don't mistake any of this for me being supportive of Andrew Cuomo. I just don't like to see anybody get canceled, lose their job over just accusations or maybe being a hypocrite. It's all it's the game, okay? You're a politician, ergo hypocrisy. But while I'm confronting this head on, because I don't know any other way to do it, here's another example of a Democrat just being a hypocrite or just being functionally retarded. Joy Behar, one of the intellectual scholars on The View, Dems should ignore everything on Cuomo accusations. Use the Republican model. What? Anthony Weiner, Joe Biden, Ralph Northam in blackface, Joy Behar in blackface, Whoopi Goldberg covering for Ted Danson, Hillary Clinton slandering Bill Clinton, Bill Clinton too, but Hillary Clinton slandering all of Bill Clinton's rape accusers. The list goes on and on. So to call it the Republican model, I've just got to see how she's trying to justify this. She's probably not. Told her co-host, the Squawking Hens on The View, that Democrats should ignore everything regardless of allegations of sexual harassment against Governor Andrew Cuomo, while she claimed using the Republican model. In a clip from Fox News, Senator Lindsey Graham said, "What I would tell my Democratic colleagues to do, follow the Republican model. We had a Republican nominee for the Supreme Court who was accused of something the day before we voted." Yeah, Brett Kavanaugh facing even less verifiable accusations. Okay. We had a Republican model, and what is this about? We could have gone ahead and said this. It's too late. You sat on it. It's not fair. We've stopped the entire damn process. The great orator, Lindsey Graham, everyone. Co-host Anna Navarro, known for blisteringly hot takes. The Republican model is to look away and look the other way and play dumb. Oh my God, there's no evidence of those Kavanaugh accusations, you fucking nonsense. You don't get anything, do you? Okay? Or play dumb on the accusations against Donald Trump. Oh, which ones were those, by the way? The ones where he said where you're powerful and successful and women will do anything for your attention? Are those the ones? You know, those true facts that you spitting on that bus? Fucking retards. Look, it's 2021. Oh, hey guys, look, it's current year. There is no excuse for some of the things that Andrew Cuomo is being accused of. No 65-year-old man should be asking a 25-year-old woman what her sex life is unless he's her gynecologist. No, if he's 65 years old and he has the prospects of being with a 25-year-old woman, that dude is winning at literally everything. This is just inexcusable. You know what else is inexcusable? The size of your head. What do they pay you with? Sticks of butter? Enough of those squawking hens. But yeah, the governor's office is taking this actually rather seriously because Cuomo administration hires Harvey Weinstein's lawyer as feds probe nursing home scandal. That guy didn't exactly do the best of jobs, so why would you bring in somebody like that? But he probably has a lot of dirt on other media personalities, so I understand why they would be doing this. New York Governor Andrew Cuomo's administration has hired, so your New York state tax dollars is going to fund Harvey Weinstein's defense lawyer. So, Democrats are great, aren't they? As federal investigators probe his state's handling of nursing home patients during the coronavirus pandemic, this is what you should be hitting him on. Lawyer Elkin Abrahamowitz, oy vey, confirmed to the New York Daily News that he and his firm are representing Governor Cuomo and his top officials involved in the state nursing home scandal. Federal investigations are probing the Cuomo administration, which is facing mounting criticism and allegations of a cover-up involving the death count of nursing home residents during the pandemic. No, we actually got the numbers and we actually got the receipts on these ones. So this is going to be an uphill battle. Last March, the governor signed a directive that forced nursing homes to accept coronavirus-positive patients in order to free up hospital beds, a move that resulted in additional nursing home deaths, which Cuomo's administration was later accused of underreporting. No, they came out and actually said it. Following the nursing home scandal, Cuomo went on to face multiple sexual harassment accusations, which is distracting from the actual problem. It is just like the Hunter Biden laptop. Instead of focusing in on Burisma, on the CCP connections, you went and just looked at him smoking crack and fucking his cousin. Like, why? Well, what's more fun than just laughing at somebody who is all coked out and wearing a jean jacket with an open chest or falling asleep with a crack pipe in his mouth? It's funny. It makes for a good headline and a hell of a thumbnail. But outside of that, it's not as substantive of getting to the bottom of who the big guy is. 10% to the big guy. I think that's you, I think. But this is all just a dry run, okay? Like I said before, Kamala Harris is surveying the field, and Cuomo was one of those names who was going to come in, and if Joe Biden couldn't handle the nomination, he was going to be one of the guys to swoop in there and save the Democratic Party. And just think of the tale he could have pulled if he was president of the United States right now. And how weird it would be that there would be no first lady. Strange. Maybe he was just trying to cram for that exam. But no. Okay, you take a look at the other four big names with the governors right now. You got Gavin Newsom in California. He was another one of those guys right at the top of the ticket, and he is getting slammed right now by that recount. And we'll see how strongly they are behind him when it comes to doing the signature match verification. If they go in there and they're relentless with their attack on that, you're going to know that the DNC establishment has his back. If they're a little bit light on it, if they start to back off on him, then you're going to see the work of Kamala Harris in the background. Gretchen Whitmer is shaped like whatever container you pour her into. There is a woman there who is just as conniving and I believe to be even less likable than Kamala Harris. So that's why nothing's really coming out about her right now. Okay, the fact that her attempted kidnapping and whatever was a total 100% fed op isn't making the headlines right now leads me to believe that nobody really considers her to be much of a threat. She had an offer for a very low-level Biden administration gig and she didn't take it because the bitch loves power. So we'll see what happens to her in the meantime. And as for Tom Wolf, the dude is old as shit, and I think he's term limited in Pennsylvania here. And Phil Murphy in New Jersey, don't make me laugh. Those guys are all terrible. But if you were to hit them on anything, it's because they were just as bad as Andrew Cuomo was when it came to nursing home deaths. Gretchen Whitmer issued an order on long-term care facilities, not hair facilities, but she does have great hair now, doesn't she? Must not prohibit admission or readmission of residents based on the COVID-19 testing requirements or result. The policy was renewed 3 times before rescinding in July 2020. Yep, we knew a hell of a lot by July 2020, and she still kept forcing people that were sick into nursing homes, and Gavin Newsom administration ordered on April 10th that patients hospitalized or receiving treatment at an alternate care site with COVID-19 can be discharged to a skilled nursing facility when clinically indicated. So at least he had a couple more provisions, but it was still atrocious. Governor Phil Murphy approved a directive for State Health Commissioner Judith Parashilly, that said no patient could be denied admission or readmission to a nursing home solely based on a confirmed diagnosis of COVID-19. So he's just as bad as Whitmer. And Tom Wolf enacted a mandatory admission policy in March, saying nursing home care facilities must continue to accept new admissions and receive readmissions for current residents who have been discharged from the hospital who are stable. So he's not even giving them a chance. You gotta take that shit. So instead of making this the headlines, okay? Whitmer, Newsom, Cuomo, Murphy, Wolf, we're all killing grandma. No, they'll just hop on Abbott opening up Texas. Governor Reeves of Mississippi also opening up the state. Ron DeSantis being slack for a very long time on restrictions. Same with Brian Kemp. Many other ways, just like Cuomo, that you could go after him, but No, just attack them because they're not being authoritarian enough. So, just to wrap this up, I think Cuomo's probably going to be the canary in the coal mine, just like John Nolte saying that the media's Me-Tooing of Andrew Cuomo is really about protecting 4 Democrat governors. No, he's just the one who's in the spotlight right now, and they're seeing what is the most effective way of attacking somebody right now so they could use it to spare the other 4 bright shining stars in the Democratic Party. Because remember what the field looked like if, let's just say, Biden didn't win, okay? Let's say they're the party that's looking ahead to 2024 and assessing the field. Buddy, does it look sparse, okay? It still looks like a bubbling hot cauldron of shit. But they have one obvious frontrunner right now, and she is making sure that there is no competition going forward. So long and short of it is, they're just getting all of this shit out of the way, making sure that the tall pieces of grass get snipped off accordingly and everybody falls into line so Emperor Harris can ascend the throne in 2024, if she hasn't already. So with that said, yeah, I don't think it's right to be going after Cuomo for these allegations. It's right to be going after all 5 of these sacks of shit for their horrible handling of the coronavirus pandemic, which is almost over, so they're going to have to find some new attack tactics. Hence why everything is moving so quickly against some of them right now. With that said, I thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.